Artificial intelligence is everywhere! From recommending the next video that you'll watch to powering self-driving cars and even helping doctors detect diseases earlier, AI is becoming more and more present in our everyday lives. But this technology isn't perfect and comes with its own set of problems. In fact, there are some huge issues that we need to address before AI can truly benefit humanity. So let's explore the biggest challenges facing AI today. 1. Bias and discrimination. Imagine you're applying for a loan and the decision comes down to an algorithm. You have a decent credit score and income, but the bank SAI system denies your application because it has learned from historical data that people with your zip code do. ENT qualify for loans? What? Sounds crazy, right? Well, unfortunately, this isn't just science fiction. It's a real problem that's been happening for years. AI systems learn from the data they're trained on. And if that data reflects existing biases in society, then the AI will perpetuate and even amplify those biases. For example, if an AI system is trained on data that shows that women are less likely to be hired for certain jobs than men, then the AI will start to reflect that bias and may end up discriminating against women in the future. It's like teaching a child who only reads fairy tales. They'll believe that all princesses live in towers and are waiting for a prince to rescue them. This bias can lead to unfair and even illegal outcomes. Take, for example, the AI system used by Amazon to evaluate job applicants. The system was trained on data that showed that men were more likely to be hired for technical roles than women. As a result, the AI began to discriminate against female candidates, which led Amazon to abandon the system. But why does this happen? Well, it comes down to the data. If the data used to train an AI system reflects societal biases, then the AI will perpetuate and even amplify those biases. For example, if an AI system is trained on data that shows that people of color are more likely to commit crimes, then the AI will start to reflect that bias and may end up discriminating against people of color in the future. The result is a vicious cycle. AI systems are trained on biased data, which leads to biased outcomes, which in turn creates more biased data for future AI systems to learn from. To break this cycle, we need to do 2 things. First, we need to make sure that the data used to train AI systems is as diverse and representative of society as possible. Second, we need to develop new AI algorithms that are more resistant to bias. By taking these steps, we can help ensure that AI systems are fair and equitable for everyone. No misinformation and fake news. AI is making it easier than ever to create convincing fake news and spread misinformation. With AI-powered tools, bad actors can create realistic-looking images, videos, and audio clips that can deceive even the most discerning users. This not only erodes trust in traditional media, but also makes it difficult for people to discern what is true and what is fake. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Except the haystack is full of quicksand and the needle is made of smoke. We can't afford to let this continue. To combat this issue, we need to do 2 things. First, we need to develop new AI algorithms that can detect fake news and misinformation. These algorithms would be able to spot inconsistencies or patterns that indicate that a piece of content has been tampered with or is completely fabricated. Second, we need to develop better ways to educate the public about AI-generated content. This would help people to be more critical of the information they see online and make sure that they are not falling for fake news. Number 3, job loss and economic disruption. Artificial intelligence is rapidly changing the job market, automating tasks that were once thought to be exclusive to humans. While this has the potential to free up humans for more creative and fulfilling work, it also poses a significant challenge. How do we deal with the growing number of people who are losing their jobs to robots? This isn't just a theoretical question. It's already happening. In recent years, we've seen AI-powered automation tools replace workers in a wide range of industries, from manufacturing to transportation to customer service. This trend is only going to accelerate in the future, which means that we need to be prepared. So what can we do? Well, First, we need to invest in education and training programs that can help workers transition to new fields. We also need to consider implementing a universal basic income, which could provide a safety net for those who lose their jobs. Finally, we need to have an honest conversation about the role of humans in a world where machines are becoming more intelligent. Are we ready for a future where robots are our colleagues, not our employees? For privacy and data security. With the rise of AI, we're collecting and storing more data than ever before. And while this data can be used to improve our lives in many ways, it also puts us at risk of privacy violations and data breaches. AI systems can learn from our data, including our personal information, behaviors, and preferences. And if that data is compromised, it can have serious consequences. For example, an AI system that learns from our medical records could be used to target us with fake news, or even denied us coverage by insurance companies. That's why it's so important to take steps to protect our privacy and data security. So what can we do? Well, first, we need to implement stronger data protection regulations that give individuals more control over their own data. We also need to develop new technologies that can help us to anonymize or encrypt our data, making it harder for bad actors to misuse. Finally, we need to raise awareness about the importance of online privacy and data security. We all need to be more vigilant about the information we share online and the apps and services we use to store our data. By taking these steps, we can help ensure that AI technology benefits all of humanity without compromising our privacy and security. Number 5. Lack of transparency and explainability. One of the biggest challenges facing AI today is the lack of transparency and explainability. You see, AI systems are often black boxers. We put in some inputs and get out some outputs, but we don't really know how the system arrived at that output. This lack of transparency makes it difficult to trust AI systems, especially in high-stakes situations. For example, if an AI system is used to decide whether or not to grant someone a loan or approve a medical diagnosis, we need to be able to understand the reasoning behind the AI's decision. Unfortunately, most AI systems are too complex for humans to understand. They're essentially black boxers that we can't see inside. This lack of transparency also makes it difficult to debug AI systems when something goes wrong. When an AI system makes a mistake, we don't really know why it happened or how to fix it. This can have serious consequences. Take, for example, the AI system used by Google's DeepMind to predict the risk of a patient developing pneumonia. The system was trained on data that showed that people with asthma were at higher risk of pneumonia. However, the system didn't identify the specific variable that was causing this increased risk. In this case, the lack of transparency led to a potentially harmful outcome. But why does this happen? Well, it comes down to the complexity of AI systems. Most AI systems are trained on vast amounts of data and use sophisticated algorithms that are simply too complex for humans to understand. This lack of transparency is one of the biggest challenges facing AI today, and it's something that we need to address if we want to build trust in these systems. Fortunately, there are some promising developments on the horizon. Researchers are working on new techniques to make AI systems more transparent and explainable. One approach is to use simpler algorithms that are more interpretable by humans. Another approach is to develop visualization tools that can help us to better understand how AI systems work. By making AI systems more transparent, we can build trust in these systems and ensure that they're used safely and responsibly. These are some of the biggest challenges facing AI today. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are also some promising developments on the horizon. As researchers continue to work on solving these challenges, we can expect to see AI technology improve and become more beneficial to humanity. What do you think? What are some of the other challenges facing AI today? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more AI news and updates. Thanks for watching!